Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Sword of the Stars. I know I said last part that we were probably going to be having a gap between parts, basically. Because I was probably going to go and record by myself. I'm thinking we may not actually need to do that. I think we are actually almost set to be able to to be able to go ahead and go out and break our alliance with Hope Hubris and actually finish them off. Well, I say finish them off, but absorb them is probably more accurate. Although we do need to be fairly quick, because most of the other AI factions have already been wiped out. There's two left, and I don't think either of those two are really going to be sticking around for very long. But one thing we should have as an advantage when it comes to fighting Hope Hubris is that their worlds are developed, which means once we take them, we will already have developed worlds under our control.
System update.
Or rather, we'll immediately get some new, some newly developed worlds that may go pretty far in helping us secure more territory. Because shocker, it is easy to develop more territory the more territory you have, because it's more money. And the more money, the more that we can field.
Yes, sir. Fleet on heading Alpha.
Actually,
Aye, sir.
go to, because then you can go to Cassandra from there. Okay, I think I need one more fleet. Probably two more. But I don't know if I want to take the time to build two more. Alright, yeah. The flagship one is just has the flagship, which may be an issue. It doesn't have a backup armada, CNC, because you can only build one flagship. I should probably get it a backup armada CNC, so I'll queue that up somewhere else.
Getting up.
Mintar, build me an armada CNC to back up the flagship. You, of course, will not be as effective, but you'll do.
Aye, Commander. We will have those ships out in no time.
Yeah, we'll keep the research focus for now, while we try to get some of these AI techs real quick. This industrial output will help quite a bit. But yeah, so that AI research we did last part is one of those. It's a dangerous tech.
System update.
We have made a breakthrough, Commander.
Wonderful.
This project could be the big breakthrough you have been looking for.
As I was trying to say. It's one of those dangerous techs. As a result, if you research it early on, it can really set you back if you're unlucky and you actually do manage to have the AI rebellion occur. Because it can take a while to research the AI virus and then AI slaves later, if you end up needing both of those. Because I don't think you need AI slaves if you manage to get AI virus before the rebellion occurs. Don't quote me on that, though. I could be wrong. But as I was saying, so it can really set you back if you get unlucky and the AI rebellion occurs. But it can also be a massive boon if you don't end up with the AI rebellion occurring. Pyrus is such a crappy place because it is not connected to the rest of the galaxy at all. I only just now noticed that. What the hell? Okay. Okay, there's the extra blazer to wrap you guys up. Actually,
Canceling commands.
you stay there.
Aye, sir.
The fleet will come to you. I don't think it really makes a difference. In fact, actually, you going to the fleet may have been slightly faster for the fleet to make it back to where I needed to go. But whatever. We're not in a particular rush. I don't think it matters too much.
System update.
We have made a breakthrough, Commander.
Darn. So AI units have rebelled against you but have been destroyed by your AI computer virus. All benefits resulting from AI technologies have been deactivated. That sucks. That means in theory I'm not getting those benefits at all there.
Yes, Commander. Initiating research project.
Suppose we can still research it. I guess we'll see.
Engines to power, aye.
Queue up 3.
Shipyards gearing up.
Come on. Okay, another von Neumann. Go ahead and take care of that.
Unknown alien craft? Incoming! Fire! 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 Target locked.
You know, you're not taking my stuff.
Aye, sir. Bringing guns to bear.
Whoa! Watch where you're shooting that shit.
No remaining combatants, sir.
System update.
Pretty sure you did a fair amount of friendly damage there. Yeah, see? You can actually see it. That's how much damage it did.
Deployed.
Drives to full. Landing area prepped for colonists.
Let's see. Who has any extra developments needed? Good lord. You guys are garbage when it comes to construction. Oh, shit. Nope. That puts us a little bit too far into the red. So probably either end of this part or start the next part, we will be going to war with Hope Hubris. We're sort of putting the finishing touches on getting the fleet ready. But I don't think it'll be quite ready for serious action until the next part. So we'll probably like break the alliance at the end of this one, if I had to guess.
System update.
We have made a breakthrough, Commander.
Okay. But in theory, I'm not actually getting any advantage of those or any use out of those anymore, which sucks.
This project could be the big breakthrough you have been looking for.
the map like this game? Okay, next turn I need to... Whoops. Put the Armada in here real quick. Make sure, yep, it's at the very bottom. Okay. Continue on. One thing I do need to do is I need to take a moment to try to figure out where a good choke point, or a couple of choke points, would be between sort of the center of the galaxy and the home arm of Hope Hubris. Because realistically what we'd want to do is... One second. There we go. Seem to be having some issues with my mic arm. But as I was saying, would want to look for a couple of choke points just so that we have a place to kind of
System update.
try to pretty much cut them off, which... Yeah, I doubt we're going to have like any single spot. But... From their home arm... Okay, that's pretty deep into the... Good lord, that is a long route that goes straight to their home. That would probably explain why they colonized the center so damn fast. Because they had this straight connection to their capital. I mean, it probably took them a while to use it, but it certainly helped. Holy crap, okay. Okay. Lagarish is definitely one place we want to take. Definitely misspelled that, but whatever. We'll do that. So it's marked as having a note there for us. And then I think a second location is gonna be Capricia here. And that way we know that there's a choke point. Both of those should qualify quite nicely in blocking off this part of the empire of theirs from being able to reinforce the rest of it. So I'll just need 2 fleets to pretty much sit there. Well, with the sensors I'll gain from Capricia, may actually only need the 1. Well, no, we'll do 2. Just make life easy, just do 2. Which actually then begs the question to maybe just, rather than doing Lagouche or Lagash, we do it at Medea. Yeah, because Medea might be better because it's an actual planet, which means I can more easily repair there, as well as have better defenses, just because I can build defensive platforms there to help supplement the fleet. That should pretty much cut them off. Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that a lot. How far?
Construction project initiated.
Okay. Nope. That's a little bit too much. You meant to attack there. No thanks. Once I deal with their fleets that are out here, I have 2 extra fleets that can come in to help. Yeah, okay.
System update.
Research successfully completed, sir.
Okay, there's our nanite missile.
Research computers online. Labs fully staffed.
Construction project initiated.
Gotta hold off on the bio wars. So I guess I'll, in the meantime, use the extra space. To build more freighters. Oh, good lord. No. Build it here. Because Gotham is going to take forever. You guys need 15. I'll get you to 26. No, we'll just do it like that. I think that's going to be the last fleet we build for now. Oh, I forgot to update our medium defense platform with the new nanite missile. It's fine. Ooh, that is a well-defended system there.
System update.
Yes, sir. Ship design ready for construction.
Heavy defense platform.
Design entered into naval archives.
okay. Well, now I'm curious how you would design that. Okay, a couple of PD missiles here in the middle. But nothing too extreme. Although that does seem like it limits your protection quite a bit. Okay,
Yes, sir. Ship design ready for
we're
construction.
probably not going to build that, but whatever. How would you design the sensor one then? Similar story. A little bit of point defense here.
Design entered into naval archives.
But nothing too specific. Okay, what about the repair then? Okay, you would do point defense along the sides here, and then that's it. Okay. Oops. Okay, yep, nope, I think that's fine.
Yes, sir. Ship design ready for construction.
Actually, I'm curious, how would you design the heavy defense platform? You would replace all the lasers with PD. Okay, that's not quite sure I agree with that. Also, interestingly, you would forego the large missiles for positron beams. It's not what I would have expected. That's interesting. I will let you try your theory game,
Design entered into naval archives.
and if I feel like it doesn't work out, we can always replace it. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Okay, that should be the last blazer. So now you just need the bio wars, which you can only queue up one of them right
Construction
now.
Project initiated.
A great day dawns. Another world for the Commonwealth.
I don't know. Maybe able to actually put more stuff there. I need to look into that. In terms of stations around Prion. Because that would potentially help quite a bit with
Update.
building.
Another step in figuring out the crow puzzle.
Build. Okay, nope, never mind. Never mind. Do I have a science station anywhere? Oh, okay, no, I do back at the capital.
Navigation, set course.
Good lord, that is such a crappy construction ship. Okay, but I don't have any ability to upgrade it.
Construction order placed, Commander.
Okay, let's go ahead and research the beast bomb.
The big breakthrough you have been looking for.
Hold off on that for a second. Okay. Just wanted to check, make sure nothing happened regarding research, like, you know, us getting Meson beams from Hope Hubris, because I would love to get those before we go to war with them if we could. Because presumably the special project will end. And so, yeah, I would really like to get that before we go to war, if I could, just so I have it, even though we probably won't be building any ships with it for a while, if at all. Because realistically, once Hope Hubris is dealt with, the other factions are basically just mop up. Outside of Rebellion, which...
System update.
may influence how we handle the war with Hope Hubris, because I know I mentioned last part, I believe it was, about, you know, going to war with them, we're going to get developed worlds, and developed worlds means more money, and blah, 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 which means more building. The reality is also that just nuking the planets so that they're uninhabitable is a valid option if we basically just want to go into cleanup mode. Because the planet can't rebel if it doesn't have a population. So that is certainly a valid option for us if we wanted to go that route. I don't know if we will, but we could if we felt so inclined. Can you get there without going through their space? No. You would have to go through Cassandra to get there, but Cassandra's not particularly heavily defended. Okay, let's go ahead and use this money to get some more freighters built. That gets you to 10. And I'll get you to 15. Yeah, you go ahead and just build your last 10 that you need. You guys need 20. You need another 10. I'll get you to 30. And then I should be able to queue up the other 5 next turn. Okay. Yeah. I think once Sci-Fleet, what is that? 8? Yeah, it looks like 8. Arrives in position, I think we will be ending our alliance with Hope Hubris and proceeding to open warfare with them. And our first action will be trying to take as much stuff as you can. Because if I can knock out a lot of their planets quickly.
System update.
We can hurt their economy.
Over time and over budget. But at least we finally have this tech director.
And potentially
It could be the big breakthrough you have been looking for.
make it so that they don't.
Fleet moving out. Navigation.
Go there.
Set course.
Can you build me a biome colonizer? Okay, it'll take you 2 turns to build me one.
Order placed, Commander.
A little bit longer than I would like, but I'll survive. I want you to get over here and take Metaluna as quickly as possible. I think I'm gonna wait for this fleet to not be where it is.
System update.
We have made a breakthrough, Commander.
Wonderful.
Yes, Commander. Initiating research project.
Go and research that. What do we have in terms of freighter building? You need 5 more. You need 5 more. Get you to 30. That'll get you to 35. Good Lord. Yeah, those places are going to take forever. It's 20, 25. That should be 15 there. Okay. Okay. I think that's all the building I'm going to do for now. We're going to go ahead and just save up money. In part so that we can afford the inevitable replacements of losses. There's a serious fleet.
System update.
We're trying to take that.
Our sociologists have made a breakthrough in Tarkasian rituals.
Oh, wonderful. I don't think it's super useful to get the rest of that, if I'm completely honest, but I don't really have much else to research that I care about.
Research computers online. Labs fully staffed.
Okay, one more turn until those guys actually arrive where they are going to be staying.
Construction project initiated. Construction order placed, Commander. Shipyards gearing up.
Why do you only get 3 of
Aye,
those?
Commander. We will have those ships out in no time.
Because you already have defensive platforms, evidently.
Construction project initiated.
Okay. One more turn until those guys arrive. And then, like I said, this part we would be breaking our alliance. Just waiting for those guys to get into position. Because then we can start moving the fleets about as needed. Those that are in orbit of a planet that can, in orbit of a planet that has a Hubris fleet will be staying there to engage that fleet, hopefully, before they run away, assuming that they do attempt to run away. And I completely forgot about that biome colonizer that I built to have it move. Oh well, we'll survive.
System update.
Course plotted. Engaging node drive.
Oh, yep, okay. That one left. They must have a spy in our midst because they evidently knew that I was about to declare war. Okay.
This alliance was doomed from the start. We're finished.
Okay. And I'll demand their surrender, although I know they wouldn't accept. Doesn't hurt to try.
We have no reason to spare them, Vakona.
I think you're wrong about that. I think you have a reason to enter a defensive treaty with me. You have hyperdrive? Who the hell are you that you're using hyperdrives? Because that's not the right symbol for who I would think you are. But you have warp. Okay, interesting. Not much reason for me to try to do anything with them, in all honesty. Okay, but we are now at war with Hope Hubris. So you don't want to be friends anymore? Fine.
Engines to power, aye.
Go to Cassandra. Well, this doesn't have any defensive platforms, so I think I'm going to have you stay there for now.
Shipyards getting up.
And then next turn, you're going to head out here to Xanthu 2.
Navcom programmed.
Scanner satellites, interesting. Now you built those as well. Okay, that fleet pissed off, evidently. Or somehow we just have lost tracking of them, which I'm not quite sure which I prefer.
Yes, sir. Fleet on heading Alpha.
I'm more inclined to think that they left and I've just somehow completely failed to notice it. Interesting.
Aye,
You head to
sir.
Poa. And I think that's going to be it for this part. See y'all next time. Until then, goodbye and farewell.